So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mezco 112 Collective Ascending Knight Batman. So let's get into it right away and start off with the box. So we do get a basic style box when it comes to the Mezco 112 line. So we do get the slipcover here, and on the front on the top does say Batman Ascending Knight. On the center we do get a nice bat symbol there. On the bottom says 112 Collective and DC. And then on the bottom of the actual box, we do get the blah 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 stuff nobody cares about. And then here is the top of the actual box, says 112 Collective, post-play display. And then on the side of the slipcover here, on the top says 112 Collective. Then we do get the bat symbol. Then it does say Mezco Toyz at the bottom. Same thing on the other side of the slipcover. And then on the back of the slipcover, it does show a bunch of really cool promo images of the Ascending Knight Batman with all of his accessories. Then once you remove the slipcover here, we do have a very nice large window displaying the figure with the accessories. And then on the side of the actual box to say 112 Collective, same thing on the other side. And then in the back of it, we do get the giant Mezco Toyz logo. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure able to take a closer look at Mezco's take of Batman when he first started fighting crime. Because he's Batman. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look, and I think Mezco killed it with this Batman. I am not a fan of this design for Batman at all, but this figure is so freaking exquisite. It is an amazing piece. Mezco really did kill it with this Batman. The head sculpt, I think, turned out incredible, even though I'm not a fan of the way the bat ears kind of get wider, more at the top, and kind of stick out. It actually looks cooler than I thought, and I really dig the way it looks. They are very sharp, so just be careful of that. Beautiful sculpt all throughout the face. I love how the eyes are all white. That looks dope. Nice clean paint on that. I do like the way the sculpt looks around the eyebrows. Nice clean paint where the black meets the skin tone. We do get some nice sculpt and paint on the skin tone as well, and I like the sculpt just all throughout his mask. It just looks sick. Even on the neck we get some nice sculpt work as well. And on the back also, and I think the cape turned out really cool. It is like a pleathery type material. Some people don't like the way it looks because how it's cut at the bottom, but this is probably my favorite cape that Mezco has made for a Batman figure or a caped figure. I'm a little disappointed there's no bendy wire in it, but Mezco really doesn't do that at all, and you do have a really nice cape span as well, so I really dig the way that looks. And it does cover Batman as well, and it doesn't look as bad as other Batman figures, not just Mezco, from other figure companies as well. So I really dig the way the cape turned out. Like I said, a lot of people aren't too happy with how the cape looks on this figure. Now his suit, the bat symbol, I think looks dope. Really cool sculpt work on it. And then his suit has a really unique design to it. I think it looks pretty cool. I think they did a nice job with it. There isn't really too much stitching sticking out besides around here. I'm not the biggest fan of his gauntlets, but when Batman first started fighting crime, I believe this is how his gauntlets used to look, so you can't really complain about how the character was designed, you know what I mean? The utility belt is one of my favorite parts about the figure. Very nice sculpt and beautiful paintwork on it. I really dig the way that looks. That just looks so damn cool with all the pouches and stuff. And then on the back you can holster his grapple gun, which we'll go over during the accessories. And the back of the figure looks pretty cool too. And then the legs, very nice job on the clothing there. The design is pretty cool looking. It's not horrible and it's not the coolest, but I mean, it's decent. And then his boots, I think turned out dope. Another one of my favorite parts about the figure. Mezco just really does such a phenomenal job when it comes to detail, like sculpt and paintwork. They really just kill it when it comes to detail. You see all the lacing sculpted on there and everything. We get a little bit of like a grayish paint on there and on the tips of the boots as well. And we do get some sculpted wrinkles all throughout the boots, which looks sick. And then we get some really cool stitch work, well, sculpted stitching on the back of his boots. Just beautiful tiny sculpt detail on that. And then the feet turned out really cool too. We get some more of that silver grayish paint on the back of the foot there. Nice sculpt work around the heel. And then the bottom of them, we do get some pretty cool looking treads with peg holes. But overall, like I said, I think Mezco really outdid themselves with this Ascending Knight Batman, and I'm even that more excited now for the Silver Knight Batman, because they just did such a great job with this figure here when it comes to the detail. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, like usual with Mezco, we get a ton of greatness with this Batman. So we do of course get a Mezco bag in case you would like to store your accessories in here, and then we do also get the Mezco base or a stand. So we do have the base here with the cool bat logo with a peg on it in case you would like to peg Batman onto it. Then we do have the arm with the clamp in case you would want to turn it into a stand. And the way you do that, you take the bottom of the stand, pop it right there to pop out the peg, and then you pop the stand in, and it does have the basic stand articulation. So we do get that, and then we also get the pieces for the cape, which I hate. I really hate these so much. And the way you use this, you just peg this piece right on where the clamp is, and then what you would do is bend it back. Then we have 5 bendy wire pieces with clips. Now these you peg into here, and then you would clip Batman's cape in between the clip right there to pose the cape around however you would like. But these are just such a hassle to do and really a pain in the ass, but it does look pretty cool once you do have it set up. So we do get all of that, and then we also get 2 alternate heads, and I do wish that we got 3 alternate heads because I would have liked a masked face that had like an angry teeth gritted look. But what we do get with Batman, we do get the masked basic looking face here, and we took a look at this one already and they did an excellent job with the detail all throughout it. So we do get that one. Then we do get the unmasked Bruce Wayne head, and this kind of reminds me of Keaton in a way. It really doesn't look like him, but it kind of does also. But this does look exactly like what Bruce Wayne would look like. And once again, excellent job with the detail all throughout this, on the eyes, eyebrows, just very nice sculpt all throughout it. We do get some nice shading all throughout the skin tone, and very nice job all throughout the hair with the shading in it, and then very nice sculpt all throughout it. Also a nice clean paint where the hairline meets the skin tone there, and we do get a few sculpted wrinkles on the forehead also. And the way you interchange his head's fairly simple. Like with all Mezcos, you just pop it on the ball peg to get it on, and then just pull up to take it off. So we do get those 2 alternate heads, and then we also get 10 different batarangs, and then we also get the bat brick. I have no idea what the bat brick is. I never heard of Batman using it, but it is a very cool looking weapon. It says it's a heavy attack weapon or something like that, but I mean, it looks really cool. Just I love the paint for the black there. I think that looks really nice. It has like a metallic-y type look to it, and just beautiful sculpt all throughout it. He's supposed to hold it on either side or on both sides, and you can fold it closed if you want, because these pieces are kind of like a rubbery type plastic. So I do like how you could fold it closed and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool, and it is very sharp, so be careful of the bat brick. So we do get that, and like I said, we do get 10 individual batarangs, which is a ton of batarangs. You can never have too many batarangs with Batman, and they did a very nice job with these. The sculpt looks pretty cool, and I think they might be painted, or I could be wrong, but cool looking batarangs there. So we do get 10 of those, and then we also get his grapple gun with 3 different grappling hooks, and then we do also get a wrist crossbow, which is such a unique, cool accessory for Batman, which we'll take a look at that first. And they did a really cool job with this. I just love the way this looks. You can see he has the ammo right there. The crossbow looks pretty cool, and then we have the handle that he grips onto. Just very nice sculpt and paint all throughout this, and very cool looking weapon as well. So we do get that, and then we do get the grapple gun here, which is my favorite accessory out of everything, and they just really did such a cool job with this. I love the paint work on it. Nice clean paint and just awesome sculpt all throughout this grapple gun here. Just very cool looking accessory. And something I really like that Mezco did is you can holster Batman's grapple gun on the back of his utility belt, so you can put it in either way. I believe it's supposed to go in this way, but it can also fit putting it in that way as well. But I'm pretty sure this is the correct way to put it, and it doesn't fall out or anything like that. But I really do love the option of being able to holster his grapple gun. And then we do get 3 different grapple hooks. So we do have the closed one here, which you do put right into the hole right there, and you have to put a hook on the top because you can see there is a little groove on the top of the grapple gun there, and then the other 2 go on the side. So you just peg it in just like that, and it stays in there really well. So I like how they did that. So we do get the closed, come on, get off, the closed grapple hook. Then we do get 2 different open ones. So we do have an open one without a piece of string on it, and then we do get an open one with a piece of string on it, which I'm not going to take it apart, but it is cool that they did include it, and very nice sculpt And nice paintwork on the hook there, so very cool looking grapple hook. Then we do get the regular one here, very nice sculpt and paint once again, and the way you get this one on, same with that one as well. You just peg it right into the hole, and then there you go. As simple as that. So we do get the crossbow, the grapple gun, and grapple hooks. And then we finally get 7 alternate hands. So we do get a pair of fists, of course, which come on the figure out of the packaging, and beautiful sculpt and nice clean paintwork all throughout these here. And I do like the grayish silver paint that we have on the knuckles, on the top of the hand, and on the thumb right there. And just beautiful tiny sculpt detail all throughout each individual hand. I do like the texture on the palm there. Just awesome work, man. Mezco does such a great job with sculpting. And the hands are very easy to swap out. So we do get a pair of fists, and then we do get a pair of like semi-gripping hands. As you can see, the middle and index finger are sticking out a little bit, and these are mainly for the batarangs and the bat brick. And once again, very nice job with the detail on the sculpt and the paint there. So we do get a pair of those, and then we do get a pair of open hands here, and once again, beautiful detail work all throughout these, as you can see there. And then finally, we only get 1 right trigger finger hand. I don't know why they didn't just give us a pair of them. I find that kind of odd, but once again, very nice sculpt and paint detail all throughout this hand here. But anyway, that is all the awesome accessories included with this Batman. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review, shall we? We shall. Now for the height of the Batman to the very top of his head. It looks like he's around 6.5 inches tall. Then to the very top of his very large bat ears, he's around 6 inches and 3/4 of an inch tall. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts, the Dark Knight Batman, the SH Figuarts Justice League Batman, the Mafex Justice League Batman, and the Mafex Armored Batman. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts, the Dark Knight Joker, the Mezco 112 Joker, the Mafex 2.0 Joker, and the Mafex Suicide Squad Joker. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Justice League Wonder Woman, the SH Figuarts Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, the Mezco 112 X-Force Wolverine, and the Mezco 112 Deathstroke. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, I feel like we get some of Mezco's best articulation with this Batman. My only complaint that I do have with this figure is I wish we got a little more neck articulation with this Batman. Usually with their Batman figures, I think it's hard for them to put a lower neck joint, so we only get an upper neck joint. But Batman can look up pretty good amount. Wish he looked up a little bit more. And then looking down, he looks down decently, but I wish he looked down a little bit more, because I like to put figures with their heads tilted down so it looks like they're looking up. I mean, it just looks badass when characters look like that. So I do wish we had more forward and back movement at the neck here. We do get some really nice pivot. And then, of course, it does swivel, and I can't get the lower neck to move, so I'm pretty sure there is no lower neck joint there, unless there is, and I can't figure out how to use it. Now we do get a point of articulation at the torso right under the chest, and Batman crunches forward a really good amount with that joint. It does go back pretty damn good also, and then we do get really good pivot at the torso, and then it does swivel. Don't swivel it too much so you don't damage your cloth goods there. Now the waist here, those go forward and back just a little bit. So with both joints, he does crunch forward pretty good, and then going back, he does go back really well with both joints as well. Can't really get too much, just a little bit of pivot, and I believe we don't get any swivel at the waists for the Mezco figures. Now for the arms here, we do have a little bit of a butterfly joint, as you can see there. And then the arms do go out to the sides a lot more than 90 degrees, so that is definitely good. They do go up and down. I wouldn't bring the arms too far forward, moving them up. I mean, if you want to push it, you can, but I don't like to risk it. The arms do have bicep swivel, of course. And then we do have double jointed elbows that bend in a little more than 90 degrees. Then for the wrists here, we do have a ball hinge, so it does swivel and then hinges back and forth. Now for the leg articulation, Batman can kick forward a little more than 90 degrees, which is pretty good. goes to the back just a tiny bit. Then let's see if Batman can Jean-Claude Van Damme it. And oh my god, he can Jean-Claude Van Damme it. So really great leg articulation with this Batman. Then we do get the upper thigh swivel. We do have double jointed knees that bend back all the way. And then for the ankles, you can't swivel it at the boots, so don't bother trying. The ankles, we get some really nice movement. So we do get the swivel. They do hinge up a really good amount. Same with hinging down. And then we do get really nice pivot with this Batman here. This is probably some of the best ankle pivot we've gotten with a Mezco figure. So overall, I think we do get some really nice movement with this Batman. Like I said, I do wish we had better neck articulation, but other than that, you're pretty much going to be able to get him into almost any type of Batman pose you like, and I'm about to show you some of them right about now. But anyway, that is my review of the Mezco 112 Collective Ascending Knight Batman. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure between a 1 through 10, I'd definitely have to give it a perfect 10. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did get mine from Agelessgeeks. And don't forget, when you do buy Mezco 112 figures from Agelessgeeks, once you buy 10, you get the 11th one free. And he does have this in stock right now. You can check out Agelessgeeks.com, or you could go through their Instagram or also the Facebook group. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. On the bottom says 112 Collective, post play display, and then, oh damn it, Tommy! Let's get this figure. I want to take a closer look at Mezco's take of Batman when he started first. Why, his held, so we do get a pair of fists, of course, which come on the figure out of the packaging. Beautiful sculpt all throughout these, and very nice, yeah, why do I keep messing up? And the way you interchanged them, what the heck? I never show you guys how to interchange the hands. I just tell you how easy or not easy they are to interchange. Damn it! Damn you, Sean, or Daredevil 19.